you
My
could
pleasure.
Yeah, so if you can just actually just start off telling us a little bit about yourself, you and Eva.
Well, yeah, we've been married for like more than 10 years, and we've got a young family, and we're just trying to build a retirement nest that's outside of the traditional form of superannuation. So trying to diversify the investments basically. And we've had our residential property for quite some time now and almost paid it off. So it's time to look at possibly other opportunities like property investment, and been looking for a while and trying to work out ways of getting into the market, but it's very hard with the property prices going up and up. So that's where we're at the moment. Basically trying to build wealth with a young family.
Yeah, and so you were saying that properly, because my next question is, how long was it have you wanted to start the wealth creation journey? So it sounds like you've been wanting to, but you've obviously not known where to start, prices. So tell me a little bit about like what made you make the decision to come on board with Unlock Your Financial Future.
Well, I've had been thinking about this investing in property for 5 to 7 years now, and during this time I've looked at various agencies or people that have professed to know about property investment, and as well as that, reading books about it. And I came across Jackie, yourself, and Unlock Your Financial Future. And I thought, wow, this is interesting, and the concept behind Unlock Your Financial Future, which is quite interesting in itself. And I thought I'll give it a go. And so I got Eva and myself to come along, and so I came along to the actual seminar, and what was discussed or presented at the seminar was very informative, and it wasn't anything I've come across. And I thought, well, this could be this could work actually, so might give it a go.
And when we actually did that, you and I were just talking prior to doing the testimonial, like life has changed. Like we don't do those seminars anymore, and everything's all online. And you were the last seminar that we saw face to face. And you invested in a start of an epidemic where no one knew the outcome, which I think that's very courageous, and yet you still pushed through. And you also pushed through in a situation which I say to the client, if you've got the capability, and the goal should be trying to have funds in your offset account, don't run to the bank and surrender the loan. And that's exactly what you did. You had a line of credit sitting there, and you basically bought a property, didn't you, in these current times?
Yes, exactly. So what I did was prior to meeting you, Jackie, I as one of my steps in preparing for investing in property, I decided to take out a line of credit with my existing lender, and I thought I'll just take it out and park it somewhere whilst I'm still employed. So how would I know that I would not be employed at the start of 2020 due to COVID-19? So I had no idea that was going to happen. But in hindsight, that was a great decision to actually lock away a line of credit with or get it ready with the lender. And I was preparing to purchase a property in New South Wales, actually, in one of the nearby suburbs. But obviously the property prices were quite steep, and so it would have been a struggle to afford one of these places. But thankfully, the line of credit that I had was sufficient were actually more than sufficient to start the journey with on Unlock Your Financial Future.
Yeah, I think this is each testimony is unique. One of the things I definitely want to highlight is with Chris and Ava's journey was I love the fact that they got themselves this line of credit, they were prepared, and like Chris just said, who's to know when you know he I think you know just I don't know if you lost your job at that time but we started this journey with that and knowing that you had this line of credit which was approved and sitting there ready to go. And the outcome is that you actually bought a dual lock, which the rent is so it's positively geared. So everything that we did, everything that you borrowed and used to buy this investment property is actually covered by the rent, which is awesome. And that's one of the benefits of a positively geared property, that once you're actually in it and it's all set up, it just works on its own, which is brilliant.
Exactly.
So everything's and the area you actually bought in, you and I were just discussing, is it's the north of Brisbane, and it's, as you and I know, it's doing very, very well. So congratulations, I'm so proud of you. And I love, because I've always said when my clients come on board, always the goal is to have those offset accounts. It's great to have plan A and plan B and plan C, but it's also from an asset protection point of view, it's good to have a line of credit and offset account. And if you want to go and buy something, you've already been approved by the bank. That's exactly what works in your situation. So
yes. Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask you, what was the main reason you decided to engage Unlock Your Financial Future to help you with your wealth creation needs? What was the main pinnacle point?
Well, when I signed up for the seminar, I thought this was an interesting idea. And as I attended the seminar with Eva, my partner, I realized that it was not just another seminar, but it was, well, the team that Jackie had really knew their stuff, and they were knowledgeable about the industry, and they had the plan that they proposed was feasible and achievable. So that's why I gave it. I was very interested in getting on board with it.
And I love doing testimonials because I also learn what we're doing right. So what was feasible and achievable? What was the outcome? How did that play out for you in reality? Was it feasible?
Well, the fact that so after the seminar, so during a one-on-one session with yourself, Jackie, as you took me through the plan and how an investment property can take, I think it was 5 to 7 years to go through the cycle and reuse the funds and the equity within it, and relying on capital growth in the meantime to reinvest those funds into a second property, was something that I thought was achievable. And when you went through the property cycle in various states, and you identified that Brisbane and Queensland was the right time to invest in, and how the other point I really found interesting was the fact that you mentioned that the properties that investors are willing to invest in are roughly $500,000 in value,
affordable
in cost.
housing. Yeah.
And I think that was what swayed me, because I do have, well, the line of credit that I set up was exactly $500,000, and so that was I was able to use that fund to purchase the property without going overboard and overextending myself. And I think that was the key for me, that it was affordable and achievable.
That's very powerful. Yeah, because what you're actually saying there, Chris, is I think what I was showing you, which is it's about finding, like any business, finding where the demand is, and the demand is the affordable housing, and obviously the right property, as we talked about, the right property cycling the clock. So you did everything right. Okay, can I just ask you now, how would you describe the process in relation to communication and timing, the build time, and everything that was basically relayed to you, what was going to happen? How did all that plan out?
It was quite smooth, actually. To be honest, from the day that we signed up with yourself, Jackie, the each step of the way seemed to fall into place. So after signing the agreement, the lawyers would give me a call and contact me and walk me through each step of the way, and what needs to be done next and how to proceed next. So the communication was really clear, and then we looked at the finances, and then we after the finance was approved, then we got the council approval, and even though that took a while, the things were still moving, and we were being kept in the loop at every stage of the journey. So it wasn't as if we weren't sure what was happening, or we didn't know what was happening. We were being told, yes, we're still waiting for the approval from the council. And once all this took place, once we got to the build, it was actually quite smooth and quite quick, because every 2 or 3 weeks, I would get an email from the builder saying, yes, we're moving to the next stage. Yes, we're moving to the next stage. And so I felt that, wow, this is actually going quite quickly. And even during COVID, I guess construction is one of the industries that benefits from, or that has benefited from COVID.
Yeah.
And so as a result of that, we managed to complete the property by July or end of June, I think.
Yeah, July. Yeah. Well, building reports. Yeah, practical completion was the 7th of July.
Yes.
And pretty much it got rented out straight away. So both of the properties, just within a matter of a few weeks, it's all done.
That's right. And the real estate agent, Ray White, was really helpful, and they knew the market. They're experts in that side of the market, and so they knew how to target or market the property. So yeah, really enjoyed working with Ray White as well. Yeah,
and what we do at Unlock Your Financial Future, as soon as we get to what's called the fixing stage, we introduce you, which is actually stage 4. So you've got you've connected with the property manager, you've got your agency agreement all written up. So we're just waiting for that handover date. So we're all organized, and then they can go in and they can go do their job, which they did very efficiently. They got the property rented out straight away, because it is one of the main questions clients ask, like, how long is there a demand in that area? Is it, is it going to is it going to get tenanted? How long do we have to wait? So and that's what we definitely specialize in. You can see that with your property too. It got rented out straight away. So great results in the COVID-19 times as well. Hey, so
yes, definitely.
We got there.
We did. And one thing I just want to mention was, as you said, you got rented out really quickly, and I sent you an email about it when we actually got the rental statement from Ray White. I showed Eva, my wife, and we had a little celebration of the first rental income.
We did it. And then, you know what I did? I had a big smile on my face, because Chris, you said thank you, and it's like we've all got our own purpose and serve in this world, and it's beautiful when you actually get that recognition, and because I'm happy for you, so which is great. It's a great result, and it's going to help you on your journey. Yes. So I suppose my next question is so what would you say if someone was watching? What are the main benefits of using Unlock Your Financial Future as opposed to them going to try to do it themselves? What do you see are the main benefits?
Well, I think that one of the main benefits is the saving in time, because I don't have the time to go and do all the research and to understand the various markets in each state of Australia, and Unlock Your Financial Future have already done that legwork. And so tapping to that legwork and leveraging off the knowledge that Jackie and the team have, it's really powerful and enables me to just follow her advice. Because if I were to invest, if I hadn't met Jackie, I would have tried to invest in Sydney using my $500,000 loan, where property prices are over $1 million. So that would be quite a difficult step. Whereas when Jackie had identified that Queensland or Southeast Queensland was the place to invest in, and property prices there were affordable, it just made sense. So I think by following the advice and tapping into the knowledge that Jackie and the team have, it's really assisted me and made the process much easier.
Yeah, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I suppose the last and final question, Chris, is would you be happy to recommend Unlock Your Financial Futures services to a potential investor?
Yeah, I definitely would recommend Unlock Your Financial Future, and Jackie and the team, they know their stuff. And I'm looking forward to the next chapter of my journey.
Oh, there we go.
So I'll be contacting you, Jackie, for the next chapter of the next series.
Oh, that's awesome. And I'm really, 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 really happy to help you and Eva. And, like we said, it's just all the stars aligned for you, like you've got a great property. You've caught the wind of the boost as well. It's positively geared. It's brilliant. It's really, really worked out for you, which is great. So I'm very happy.
Thank you, Jackie.
My pleasure. Thank you, and thank you for doing this testimonial.
No problem. You're welcome.
I can't wait to see you next time with a new haircut.
Yes, I will come back with my new haircut.
Yep, we all can't wait, especially being in Sydney. All right, lovely. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks again for your time, Jackie.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.
See you then.
See ya.